Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I'm just shuffling up right now, getting ready to do your September 2019 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And for those that are returning, thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and for positively engaging the channel the way you do, for your patience with me, because I don't always get all 12 months out. So for sticking with the channel, I appreciate you guys. As I tell you guys always, it's an absolute privilege and honor to read for you. Okay, and I mean that, and I will continue to. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can. Just please keep in mind that my readings are not pre-recorded. They're all live, whether via WhatsApp, Skype, or regular phone. You can record the session, but I just don't do them pre-recorded. Okay? For those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Please continue to do so prior to the prayer. For the newbies, that's a huge pet peeve of mine. Timestamping after the prayer. What else? I do want to do just a few shout outs. Nothing crazy. You guys ask me a lot. Like sometimes you guys complain that I don't explain the card meanings enough. And I've actually been watching tarot a lot less and less. And I guess the way I was watching it, like TV, wasn't appropriate. So the divine had me pull away. I've been watching a lot of documentaries and stuff. But anyway, I did want to make mention to a few readers that I think will help you just because of the way they do the readings to understand the meanings. So I've shouted out Ramblin' Mike before. I love him. He's awesome. And if you're just even feeling down, just go watch his readings. His energy will just make you feel happy. He just has that vibe to him. And then Her Immortal Majesty, she's really dope. The way she explains the card meanings as she's reading for you will really help gain different perspective understandings about the card. She's really good too. I like her readings. Hourglass by Jazz, guys, I asked you guys in the other videos to please do me a favor. She's on vacation. She needs to get back to the YouTube and she needs to get with it quick. So I thought maybe I could go to the platform and ask your help to put a little bit of pressure on her because I tried to. And so if you could just go there and hashtag Angel Gang, hashtag Jazz, where are you? And get her to start pumping out her reading. She's very unique and the YouTube community needs her. So she needs to come back. And if you guys can show her some love, I think that would help. Who else? Oh, yes. Spiritual OG. She's got a fantastic, you guys probably already know her. Her platform is absolutely massive, but she shouted out her, the channel, this platform to her platform, which I thought was really dope, and just sent some really encouraging words to me about my readings, which I really liked, and I enjoy her readings too. So yeah, guys, go check these guys out. Positive vibes only. If you have nothing good to say, keep your mouth shut and keep it moving, right? All right, I think you guys are good to timestamp. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz for your reading today. And then we'll use the Romance Angels Clarifier deck and the Shaman's Oracle to wrap. Okay? Yeah, that's what was missing here. Guys, comment and let me know how you are feeling. I was talking on the readings how I felt like a huge energy shift, a clearing of energy. It was almost like the air quality increased by like 50%, and all of a sudden I could breathe again. And I wanted to know if you guys felt the same. You know, this retrograde season was very intense. A lot of planetary actions, energies bringing in this sense of heaviness or urgency or dread, or I don't know. It was just heavy, and then to feel the clearing of that was really nice. It would have been nice if we didn't have to do this over the summer months. Anyway, where I am in Canada, this was not the greatest summer with regards to weather, but we take what we can get, right? All right, guys, about to get into the prayer here and get started, see what's going on for my beautiful Leos for the month of September. I am going to stop dating these readings. I'm going to start just making them general for the sign because my readings are really timeless. I do them a disservice by putting a month on them. Anyway, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, thank you for connecting me with the collective sign of Leo. Please allow me to communicate clearly to them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels for everything you do for me in the collective, all the healing energy, the support, the love, and the guidance. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So thank you, Father God, and amen. Okay. Guys, I do smoke pot. It's not the nature of this, so feel free to smoke with me. If not, don't worry about it, okay? Your overall energy for September. And I saw it poke out. It's fantastic. Everything is coming full circle. Everything is starting to make sense. Color is starting to seep back into Leo's world. The full scope, the broader picture, the aerial view over your life, your experience, what it is that you want, what it was that you had, and what it is that you are looking to acquire. The full scope, full understanding that actually manifests in your reality. It's getting the full understanding of your reality, but then it's like, without that full understanding of your present moment, how can you really manifest anything more? It's like, Leo, I could go on forever over this overall energy. I love that. 10 of Pentacles, first card out. Wow. I can tell you right now, this will be the best reading I've done. I mean, I'm only halfway through, so I should just be cool the way I say that. But great way to start off a reading, folks. Great way, okay? Full clarity, full understanding about what it is that means most to you, what it is that is important, what is worth the risk, what is worth the investment, what is worth co-creating with other people. Values, morals coming together and actually taking form. Building a community. Being clear about the community you want to be a part of, right? Unlocking a massive revenue of abundance inside of you. Some of you had an epiphany moment, but it is an epiphany moment that will make you rich. Now, I want to do a video about wealth, right? Because I was watching a Marcus Garvey speech, and he was talking about how you can enjoy any riches knowing you have brothers and sisters starving. So for the person who unlocked this massive revenue of abundance inside of them, keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Next card out. Oh my gosh. What the fuck, Leo? Five of Wands. So you got the Sun, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Father of Pentacles. This is unlocking. This is for some of you, the epiphany is how to go into business on your own. Some of you, the epiphany is that you clicked into something. Some of you might find out. So some of you might have had a passion project, a side business, something like that, and somebody recognizes it and literally slaps you with money to make this grow. Some of you don't even know. Wow, this is unlocking. Because the Five of Wands is internal conflict. So if this is about unlocking abundance inside of you, some of you are still being conflicted. It's like the epiphany happened, the internal battle, some of these negative thoughts, these pessimistic thoughts about taking it to market, about actually making your awareness internally of whatever it is an external reality. So internally, there was this understanding of what will make you really happy. It was like that inside of you. And now, Leo, you might be a little bit conflicted about how to bring it in and turn this Five of Cups into this 10 of Cups into this 10 of Pentacles. I'm seeing an epiphany. In the middle of the spread, this is an epiphany because it's almost like the divine. The Four of Cups is like, it's ignoring something. It is being avoidant. It is not seeing something you're looking for, and it's dead in front of you. That's why I tell you, if it's not a reality in your brain, it could be right in front of you and you'll never see it. Reality exists here first. Like, I see a lot of you unlocked a new reality, a new level of abundance, and it's like how to bring it in to reality. It's no longer ignoring. The epiphany was just you turning your head 20 degrees and seeing that giant cup that the divine was holding out for you. Okay? This is Two of Pentacles. Mother of Wands under the Father of Pentacles and the Sun. So we've got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then Aries, Leo, Sag. Then you've got the Seven of Cups. Then you have Temperance. Yeah, there's a lot of internal... Some of you have competition playing out in front of you. Some people might be competing for your time, competing for your attention, competing for your resources, competing for your investment. And quite simply, it will just be a matter of you balancing yourself out enough to decide who wins. Because for some of you, I don't see Leo involved in the conflict. I see you watching it. And that's also what is making you happy, is that if it is conflict or competition, I believe that you're watching it. And the reason why you're so happy is because people are competing with you, or the conflict is about you. So maybe a little bit of the ego at play here. Now, what I see is that for some of you, you might be competing for a job. For some of you, you're actually competing for 2 jobs. And for some of you, you're competing for 2 jobs, but one of them you shouldn't even really be competing for because it's not something you really want. And you're kind of ignoring that. And what's funny is at the end of this process, you're going to get both opportunities, and it is going to come down to which is the best one for you. Because I'm already seeing at this point, one of them shouldn't even be juggled. It might be your ego that has you competing for an opportunity because of status. Meanwhile, you have an actual opportunity you're applying for or being considered for that really matters. And it really reflects this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups energy that you unlocked inside of you. So that's why I'm saying one of these options shouldn't even really be juggled, because quite frankly, for Leo, I see one of these options you're juggling isn't something you really want, and this is more of an internal conflict for you as to why you're struggling. And I think it's your ego wants one and your true essence wants the other, and this internal battle is between your ego and your truest, authentic, higher self desires. And by the end of this, you will strip yourself of the ego, and that opportunity that you shouldn't have even really been juggling will not be accepted, and you'll move forward with what it is you really truly want and envision for yourself. Okay? From a relationship perspective, it looks like there's been some good news. So if you're in a relationship, you could have got word that you're pregnant or having a child. Okay. And that brought in this really happy energy, but then quickly after there was this conflict. It was almost like maybe the masculine energy started to create conflict, or even the feminine energy. But because of this, if that is the case, so as a couple, you had great news come in, and then all of a sudden it brought this conflict, or there was arguing about it, or all of a sudden it wasn't something we were celebrating, it was something we were arguing about. Someone is afraid. Someone is questioning this blessing, questioning their worth about this blessing. Like I said, if it's not real here and here, even if it gets presented to them, it's not real. Okay, they don't see it, they don't connect to it. It's not really a part of their reality. So it looks like there's somebody struggling with the magnitude of what has been shown or come in. And it looks like for an existing couple, this is word of a pregnancy. And if it's not a pregnancy, then this is word of a huge job opportunity for one of the people. And one of the people is feeling conflicted about maybe the change that this opportunity is going to bring to everyone involved, or maybe feeling a little bit threatened. Okay, this is about them. There's somebody not handling some news well in a relationship, and the next couple of weeks will be about balancing out the energies so that the couple can get back to enjoying this again, whatever it is. Okay, so just know, if you are in a couple and this good energy came in and you just feel like, how the fuck did we end up back here? Just know it's temporary. This has to be worked out and balanced. This has nothing to do with what came in. It has to do with this energy, this internal conflict, it's low grade depression, it's self-loathing, it's doubting energy, but about yourself. You know, I'm getting for some of you, like, why aren't they happy? Nothing. I'm getting for some of you, you're saying, if this didn't make me or them happy, nothing will. Okay, that needs to be purged, brought up. Because I tell you guys, if you don't do that work and this stuff comes in, it doesn't feel right. You don't get to enjoy it. You'll start fighting. You'll stop. You get what I mean? Because what it will do is it will just draw up all the pain, all the things that are making this lackluster. Come in a lackluster. As you can see with me today, like, I put some effort. I'm definitely not lacking no luster today. Anyways, I got jokes. Yeah, I have an ego too, you know. It's just not as big as some of the narcissists that live in your fucking lives every day. Joking! I can joke like this with Leo. I always get fun with the fire signs. Anyway, this is your Leo. This is your energy. You absolutely ecstatic. For some of you, it isn't even it. For others of you, maybe you're single. For those that aren't in a partnership or relationship, and we talked a bit about employment, right? But if you are single, okay, this could be the happiness that you feel when somebody comes in to your space, right? Because underneath it is the Father of Pentacles and the Mother of Wands. So you're here and there's this counterpart, but the Mother of Wands is confused. So I'm seeing that there's a possibility, Leo, that you're a bit confused about why you don't feel as good about this. And if you instinctually feel that you should be more happier about what you've been presented or what you've drawn into you, then there is an internal conflict. There is a blockage, and that needs to be addressed. And it looks like it's something Leo might have ignored for a while internally. And it usually has to do with lack of self-worth, a part of you that doesn't think you're worth getting whatever it is that you've drawn in. Right? So that's that internal battle and that conflict and needing to purge that out. But it's like, you will feel this when you purge this. It goes with the temperance. It's like it all comes back to here again. So you started off this way. You go through this conflict, right? You're questioning whether or not you want to invest, whether in an opportunity, or if it is a job opportunity, it's what to invest in, because you did draw something and you are competing for something that I don't think you have any business competing in. But you'll learn that when you get both opportunities and you actually have to choose between the two and you're confused. And then it really just gets down to what is best for Leo. Okay, there's that balance. But if it is with regards to, if you're single, you drew something in, this happy energy into you, and you reached here and then you felt conflict. Maybe you felt conflicted about whether or not this was sustainable energy, you know? And with the Father of Pentacles, it absolutely is. As you can see, his horns match this color. He has a very clear understanding of how to sustain this. This is stable energy, loyal energy, dependable energy, which is what I think made you so happy in the first place, is that this came towards you and you felt like, wow. But then the internal conflict came in and it started to dull this feeling. Right? And then you were juggling whether or not this was actually real or not, whether or not you wanted to invest, whether or not you know. Now your confidence and insecurities start getting bubbled up, and now you're juggling. You know, some of you are questioning whether or not this is real. And you're ignoring all the signs that show you it is. And that you then realize that this balance is emotion, is something you've had before. You've been confused like this before, and you actually address it this time and realize that that confusion isn't an external problem, it's an internal one. Because even if it is external, what internally is stopping you from asking the questions necessary to make this clear? So either way, I'm seeing some good energy come in for Leo, and then a bit of an interruption in it, whether due to your own internal conflict or some maybe external conflict, maybe the other people. So if this was energy, this happy energy didn't just come in for you, it came in with for you and a partner, you and a group of people. It could be, some people could be a bit jealous about the energetic shift that you've gone in, especially if they themselves haven't gone in it. Like there's no color. So some people might be a bit jealous, okay, about that. But don't worry, because all that will do is, it's good. It will trigger in them how to bring this into themselves, okay? Just don't play into it. Don't feed into it. Don't let your ego rub it in and shit like that, because that will just backfire. You're essentially rubbing it in is essentially giving it to them. So don't rub things in people's face. You give that exact thing you're rubbing in their face to them. So be careful with that, because then you'll end up not with it, and the person you were rubbing it on has it, okay? But anyways, balancing out some confusion surrounding, like I was saying, if this happy energy affected you and a partner and multiple people, the conflict is how you're reacting to it. And if you're happy and somebody's not, and you're like, why aren't you happy about it? Ask them. Ask them what is stopping this beautiful energy from being able to penetrate their frequency and their energy field. Why? Maybe try to help them, especially if this is a partner. If this is a partnership here, it's like your duty to do it. What the fuck else are you doing in partnerships if you're not learning how to relate and you know, you don't care about this? Like if you're struggling with something and your partner's happy and you're not, wouldn't you like your partner to kind of check in as to why? Give you an opportunity to explain where you might be struggling, to connect with such beautiful energy and allow that partner to help you, right? Or vice versa, okay? You know, address that. Why is this a disconnect? And then they might explain to you some other shit you didn't even know, and now you have clarity, perspective, and that allows balance, the balancing of the light and the dark, the unhappy feelings and the happy feelings surrounding anything that comes in, whether good or bad. Getting a clear scope, remember, that full aerial point of view, right? The full area point of view. What's also cool is below it is the Three of Pentacles. So from the ground, it looks like this, but from the top of this mountain, it's this. Getting an aerial view on how successful a collaboration will be, how lucrative a contract, engaging a contract will be. It's getting the full, clear aerial view, the full scope, so that you can proceed. Some of you Leos are absolutely going to take a leap of faith in employment. And what I'm saying that leap of faith is, like I said, for some of you, you're juggling two opportunities, one of which you're only doing for status and prestige, and the other one is actually a fit. It's actually something you've really wanted. It would be something that you would love to do, or a place you'd love to work in. You know this. I don't need to go into the details. And what graduates you from the Knight to the King is actually making the correct decision to pick what is best for you, what you've always been divinely guided to do, because there's a path there. These two pentacles, when you take one, that's committing to something. You're committing to a path. You're committing to something, and you're letting something else go, essentially. And what you're letting go is the social pressures of what you think other people, what you think you should accept, do, and project in order to gain that social acceptance. A lot of the people you want this prestigious social acceptance from are ghetto as fuck. And you'll see more class in the dirtiest hoods you'll ever fucking find. You'll find more class there out of those people. Okay, so don't be so, careful who you try to impress. Careful who you try to impress, Leo. Because some of them aren't worth trying to impress. They couldn't even impress their own fucking mother, okay? Anyways! I'm on one. I've had way too much coffee. Way too much. Gotta slow it down. I gotta lose control. I don't know why that came to mind. I gotta cool it down. I gotta slow it down. Ooh, watch out. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Hey. Okay. Now we can go into clarification. We're 25 minutes in. Shit. God knows what I've been talking about. For some of you, with regards to the employment opportunity by Scorpio season, you will definitely know you made the right decision, because it might not resonate right away. You might still be just, it's a leap of faith. It's a risk. Some of you are taking a risk with regards to employment. Some of you, that fool energy is a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for some of you coupled Leos, you get word of being pregnant and you're kind of shocked about the reaction of your partner or the lack of reaction from your partner. Meanwhile, they're experiencing a lot of inner conflict about maybe becoming a parent now, or, you know, now they're feeling like more pressure about committing deeper, because in their mind, when you guys conceived, you guys would be more committed. For some of you that are finding out that you are with child, the masculine energy is in conflict because he might have actually been engaged with another person. And now you've fallen pregnant, Leo, and there is conflict. There's now competition internally, privately, to this Father of Pentacles. Right? Because in all fairness, in reverse, the Father of Pentacles isn't very loyal or stable at all. And what would make this Father of Pentacles not as stable as he is meant to be in form would be if he has his resources spread, meaning he is giving elsewhere, right? And that could be that could also be why his reaction is what it is, because he's stressed out now. And I'm getting the impression, because it's the Father of Pentacles, this isn't an ideal situation. And it's not necessarily you being pregnant, Leo. It's just the way this has gone down. Yeah, the lovers. For some of you, there's a choice. So for some of you, it's like you're happy in a relationship. You might find out you're pregnant or something and your partner's not reacting or reflecting that same energy, and you don't understand why. It's because they have a decision in love that they are making privately between two people, you and somebody else. And this news, this energy could really be putting the pressure on them to drop one of these pentacles or these lovers. And that's what the internal conflict is, you know. And for some of you, it's that you quote unquote love these two job opportunities, right? You're about to find out what love really is. It's head over heart. You're going to have to choose two opportunities based on your head and your heart, you know? And that's why I'm saying one of them logically would make sense. Everybody else would be like, that's who you're interviewing with, or that's the opportunity, or that's how much it's paying. Oh, you have to take that. Meanwhile, you have another opportunity that just fits. The employer, you know, the money ain't even bad, but the succession planning and the work-life balance, you know, is really important, because work-life balance is becoming a more mandated part of any institution. Okay, this whole slavery shit, it's going to bed. So I hope you make this decision on all of these things, what is best for you, because you came into union with yourself in August, hopefully, right? Or you've come into union with yourself over your ascension period, and now all the parts of you, for light and for dark, for shadow, for good or for bad, for masculine and feminine in you, meaning the conqueror and the co-creator, both decide that this is somewhere I'd like to conquer and co-create. And the opportunity for me to do that is best here. And then the other opportunity drops. And I'm thinking one of these opportunities, whether it's a person or a job opportunity, is one that everyone says you should take. because it might look better or it's shiny or shinier or whatever. But it looks like, Leo, your heart might be bringing you to another opportunity. Some people might be like, why are you even juggling that? Meanwhile, me, I'm telling you, you shouldn't be juggling anything based on anybody else. And I'm thinking one of these shouldn't even be an option. I am combating your social group. Your superficial, prestigious social group for some of you. I'm combating it. They're one of the pentacles and I'm one of the pentacles, and you're happy to decide. Do I take the opportunity that I love, that I've been drawing into me, or do I take the one in that looks all, But that's also about people. Leo, some of you could be making a very different, are feeling very conflicted. So for those of you that are more ending, so you're thinking, well, this is not the energy I'm going into the month with. Well, it's more of an ending because 10s are endings, right? And you have 2 10s. This could be full, what could have prompted the ending for you. And maybe you're juggling, maybe you haven't ended it. Maybe some of you Leos are actually juggling, making a decision about, ending something in order to pursue something or just make room for this energy. You might be a bit conflicted about what it is that some of you are seeking clarity about what will make you this fulfilled and happy, because you are tired of not feeling that way. This numb feeling is getting old, and it's like a lot of you are bursting out of this and seeking color and light and warmth and change. Conflicted about what this looks like, which to me is an awakening. It's a cracking open in order for your heart chakra to allow you to really imagine the best for you, to clear your mind of the wounds and the damage, so that you can really settle and manifest images that of a future that is remarkable, beautiful, fulfilling, happy, healthy, unique to you, right? Just going through conflict about, because some of you don't know this, and you don't know this. And a lot of the inner conflict is just the devil telling you don't know this because it's not for you. That is fucking bullshit. You got to fight that shit. Tooth and nail, you got to fight that shit. You have no choice. It's a lie. It would never be in your brain if it wasn't meant to be a reality. And I'm not saying everything meant in your sick little brains are meant to be reality, but of this vibration, yeah, it is. Light work. Light work. All right. Literally some of you are coming out of singlehood, right? And whatever brings you out of singlehood, or whatever brings you out of your reclusion, is very powerful, exciting. It brings you in high impact energy, which is a shock, because think about being in this darkness and then hitting the sun. Your eyes are going to flinch. You're going to go like this. So it's almost like when things get clear now and you can open your eyes, you're kind of conflicted about what it is you're seeing, because some of this beautiful energy coming in isn't actually reality yet in your brain. And God's going to give you an opportunity to believe it when he brings it to you. Even though it's something you've never seen, maybe it surpasses. Maybe this actually surpasses, that comes into you, surpasses what you've ever seen or known. And God's looking at you and saying, do you believe it? Is it there? I'm telling you, man, if it's not real, it's so hard to believe. If you haven't seen it, downloaded it, this could be very hard for people to believe. This level of happiness, freedom, warmth, emotional stability, security, companionship. People don't even know. Some people have never even learned how to relate to people in this intricate, detailed way on these deep levels. So when the universe sees your abilities and God knows your abilities to connect in this way, and brings you people or situations or opportunities that require this that offer this to you, you really have to look at it and look to the divine and allow the divine to tell you, yes, it's real. And that's the conflict I see. Some of you are going to be shocked at what the universe brings in, and you're just going to be in mental conflict of, is it real? And really what this lover's decision for the singles watching is this real? These two pentacles are two realities. The one that all your fears, doubts create, and then the one that your heart creates, your healed mind, when you co-create, when you manifested. You're going to have to decide, is this real? Do I accept this? And you'll go through all the purging required to get this. I don't like the Seven of Cups at all. Because I only believe for you to have this many options, it means you're not clear about what it is you want. Me, I don't have options, eh? At least not this many. Because many of these I wouldn't even look at twice. So what's the point of putting them up there? You're going to figure that out. You're going to figure that out. You're going to purge out this confusion. Because this is the moon up here. Those are fears, illusions, doubts. You're going to purge them out. You're going to debunk them. Everything that stopped you from believing in love, regardless of what it is, whether it's a job you love, a person you love, family, whatever. Whatever made you stop believing in love and choosing love in the past is going to be purged, balanced out. Your pain is going to be transmuted into power. Power is freedom. Freedom's good. So just let this happen. There's nothing I can really advise you other than just to let this happen and just be mindful. Just be mindful that there is this internal spiritual battle of, is this too good to be true? Is this real? Well, look at it. Don't be afraid. A lot of what makes you not look deep enough at it to know if it's real or not is fear of it not being real. So that we just say, let's not look. No, look, it's fine. Because I think if you take a closer look, you'll realize how real it really fucking is. This is a stork. Remember the story of the stork bringing the baby in I see that when I see this card, and I saw the Fool. For some of you, you guys are getting word that you're pregnant. Congratulations. And don't worry if your partner doesn't react well, it doesn't necessarily mean they have another person. So don't lose their shit and have all your masculines coming and attacking you like fucking demons, okay? All right? I'm just saying there is a conflict which could be another person. It could be their own fears of commitment and parenthood because of their own issues of their own childhood or whatever. It's just something that needs to be talked out and worked out and uncovered and clarified, okay? And then we will clarify with the romance quick. Thank you, Father God, all this ancestors, I don't know this was beautiful stuff. Please allow me to clarify it. There's Leo, and there is Virgo energy. Wow. And then Libra. Is this not exactly in order chronologically, of how it works in the horoscope? Right? That's Virgo is Hermit. Leo's Strength, I'm pretty sure, which is August, September. And then October, I swear, is Libra, which I swear is Justice. So the next 3 months. Wow. The next 3 months, and they're all upright. This is balance. I don't know if you guys ever achieved this level of balance in your life, reality, and inside of you before, which is part of why I think you're so fucking happy, because this isn't just external. This happiness didn't just come to you. It's not reliant on what is being brought to you. A lot of this happiness you found inside of you, and you shined it out to the world, and the divine and God just doubled up for you and shined it right back at your ass. That's called the law of attraction. And the darker your come up and the more brave you were to keep this. Some of you fought to keep this a reality in your mind when everything in life tried to make you not believe. So when you still shine from those dark places that try to convince you light don't exist and God ain't there, and you still call out to God and you shine, whatever you shine out comes back to you tenfold. The divine heard you, doesn't matter how far you go. You're about to find out in the 3D in real time. All right? Say it ain't true. Say it ain't true. Free yourself. Reconciliation, passion, and wedding. Some of you need to free yourself from the bad thoughts. You're running yourself around in a circle. Some of you actually might find out you're pregnant, or like I said, this energy comes in and there actually might be a separation of some kind, but it's not really a separation, because reconciliation comes back meaning the energies might separate and come back together, right? So there's something comes in that pushes it away and then it comes back together, more passionate, more committed. It was worth the wait. So for some of you, it's needing to free yourself from time, the idea of time and how you control it and what it means to you, because everybody has their own internal time. No matter how much they try to centralize time, we're all on different time. Like, I mean, talk to people, you can tell when they're like, oh, they're not here. Well, they're on their own fucking time zone. Okay. Like, not yours, clearly, because there's no connection, right? Anyway, free yourself from trying to control this divine timing. Okay. For some of you, you are going to, for some of you that did have this pulling away from your partner, okay, it was like good news came in regardless of it and they pulled away. The decision for the other person was more about being shocked with having to implement their idea of the 10 of Pentacles right now, and maybe the birth of a child, or maybe a significant move, or maybe you getting some kind of huge opportunity drove them to, pressured them to want to rise up and match you when it came to abundance and success and things like that, or just wanted to implement this idea of family now that the universe has forced them to do it. So it was like, okay, you say this is how you want family and how you want it to look, and you want, husband, wife, and kids and house and all that shit. And you kept saying, well, I'm going to do this when this, well, it's here. So how is it going to look? This is an opportunity for you, Leo, and another person to really implement this, bring this into reality. And it could be there's something very positive that's triggering that. But it's like, with no light, there's no dark. With no dark, there's no light. So even the greatest news of all can cause conflict, bring out the darkness in someone, because it has to be purged in order to embrace and be open to something so beautiful, right? Whether it's change, child, and the change that comes with the child, whatever, right? Really beautiful energies. And then we're going to quickly read and wrap with the Shaman Oracle. Ancestors of Illusions. This pretty much wraps everything we were talking about. Where the fuck is the book? Okay. I am the ancestor of illusion. I can show you the true nature of those things around us that may appear to be beautiful but have a darker side hidden behind them. Just like that news you got. Life has many aspects that seem other than they truly are. My deep insight can uncover the reality behind this surface sheen. I will walk beside you and ensure that you are not led astray by appearances before you reach your true goal or your true resting place. Illusions can also trap us very easily. We are only too willing to become ensnared because the truth is something we would find uncomfortable. The ancestors of illusion here represented by its opposite, the tranquil image of gazelle drinking from the water of truth, serves to teach us the folly of such willful self-deception. The truth is always available to anyone who is patient enough to stalk it. With the ancestor stepping elegantly by our side, we are led to recognize the beauty of truth, the deceptive character of falsehood. Once we achieve this insight, we will never opt for delusion again. Interpretations, presence of false images, distractions, truth that pierces superficiality, return to reality, recognizing true friends, and acknowledging illusions. That pretty much wrapped out everything from work, friends, everything we talked about. These illusions. It's about to get clear real quick. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's your reading. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. And until the next time I see you, please continue to let your inner angels live. Ciao.